Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma. In case you didn't know me, today I'm going to show off every single thing I read in the month of November. And I just want to say sorry, I said I was going to post on Thursday, came down with the absolute worst food poisoning on Wednesday because I had Raising Cane's. I haven't eaten there in the longest time because one time they served me cold chicken and I was like, let me take a break. And I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to give them another chance because I had just taken like a final and I was like, this is my treat. And my treat poisoned me for multiple days in a row. So I'm like, Raising Cane's is crossed off the list now. And also my last final is on the 11th. So like, I'm going to make it through finals, guys. If I have, one more and it's just a presentation. So like, it's not even like a big test. I just have to present, which is amazing. So I just have that left. And then once that happens, I'm going to finish all my grad school stuff by the 11th too. So like an entire month and like most of January completely free to just vlog and have fun and relax. So trust, there will be more videos coming whenever I am completely done with everything. But yeah, so sorry about that again. The food poisoning got to me, guys, and I felt so bad because I like made a promise. I was like, oh, I'm gonna post on Thursday. No, you were not. But I'm gonna show you guys everything I got for New Comic Book Day and then just go like a really quick overview of everything and then get into everything I read because it's a lot. And I'm gonna try to keep my reviews short this time because I feel like I yap for too long. So everything I'm gonna try to keep to like 3 sentences for a review and just clear and concise. But first things first, I got this Marvel Premiere Collection Compact. I guess this is like their competition with like the DC compacts. This is the size comparison between the two of them. DC, $10. Marvel is $15. But yeah, this is Hawkeye, Matt Fraction, and David Aja, or Asia, I don't know how to say his last name, does the artwork. Looks really cool. The purple undertones look beautiful. So I'm super excited to start this. I know a lot of people like this run, but I hope I do like it because then I'll find more compacts to get because I love the DC compacts. So I hope these are just as good. Then for my single issues, I got Speed Racer issue number 5, David Peppo's Davide Tinto, G.I. Joe, Dreadnought War, this is part 3 I think, yeah, Joshua Williamson. My pick of the week was Absolute Green Lantern issue number 9, Al Ewing, and someone else is doing the art for this one, not Janoy Lindsay. I think Sid Kotian, is doing the artwork for this one. Pick of the week. I was also super excited for this one. Batman issue number 4. This is Felipe Masafera. That's the variant cover I got for this one, and then Jorge Jimenez is the A cover inside. Then I got this Night Fight variant cover, looks so cool. This is issue number 2. Jorge Molina does the variant for this. Batman and Red Hood duking it out, and then Dan Moore's A cover on the inside. Also, more Joshua Williamson stuff. Really been enjoying this. And then finally, I have Batgirl Tape Rumble issue 14. This is the Tersa variant cover. And then there is Murakami's A cover inside. All right, but now it's time to get into everything I read in November. I'm going to start with the trades first because I already went over them in the last video, so I'm just going to show what I read. I'll put my little Comic Geeks review next to it since I already went over it in that last video. I have Guardians of the Galaxy, Dan Abnett. I think I gave this like a 3 out of 5. This was okay. Need a lot more context and knowledge before reading this beforehand, but honestly, if you want to get into more Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, I do recommend this. Then I have Batman the Night, Chip Zdarsky, Carmine DiGiandomenico did the artwork for this. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing. 5 out of 5. If you want a Batman origin story, go here. It is so good. Especially like a modern one too. And then The Ultimates, volume number 1, Fix the World, Dennis Camp, Juan Jerry on the artwork. I love me some Dennis Camp. He is a phenomenal writer. I think I also gave this a 5 out of 5. I'm pretty sure. Super amazing. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep these reviews short, guys. I'm going to keep them to 3 sentences. Kind of. I'm going to try so hard. You know I love to talk. So first 3 issues are ones that I'm going to be dropping. Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 11. Chris Condon is the writer. Alessandro Capuccio is the artist. My thing with this is Chris Condon, I feel like, relies too much now on the fact that he has all these shock factors in his comics, and the shock factors are just him killing people off and making like the most grittiest, edgiest choices throughout this. So I feel like his only calling point to the Ultimate series now is like, come read my Ultimate Wolverine. It's dark, edgy, and gritty. It's like the darkest of them all. Like, come read it for that reason. And it's skipping over like character development and like relationships and stuff like that. And like, we don't really have connections to the characters he's been killing off, and he could have like expanded on that before doing it, but it just feels, like I said, it's just a big shock value thing. So he kind of missed with that with me. And then Immortal Legend Batman, Kyle Higgins. This one has a really stacked artist list. Matt Groom, Erica D'Urso, Dan Mora. This one unfortunately just like wasn't hitting for me. I feel like some comic runs just don't click with you. This one was it for me. I really love Radiant Black by Kyle Higgins, and I love all the artists on here, but it just wasn't enticing me, so that's why I'm dropping it. Maybe I'll read the rest of it online, though. Then The Undead Iron Fist, Jason Liu, Fran Golan is the artist, Jason Liu is the writer. This one, you need a lot more Iron Fist information. I'm gonna read more Iron Fist stuff, like his older stuff that like gives the origin story about him, because I was so confused reading this, and this is the second issue and I kind of realized like I don't need to be picking this up. I don't know anything about this character, so I stopped picking it up. Next up is a pile of things I'm still gonna keep picking up, but I haven't been enjoying the last couple issues as much lately. First one, this one's a shocker, Ultimate Spider-Man issue 22. Jonathan Hickman is the writer, Marco Checchetto is the artist. This has been one of my favorite runs happening and my favorite run in Marvel, but my favorite run in Marvel is definitely Captain America now. But this one, I don't know, I feel like because it's ending so soon, I'm expecting like every issue to be as hyped as the first arc. And I feel like that's my fault. Like I'm asking too much of Jonathan Hickman, especially because he has to have that abrupt of an ending. So I'm still enjoying this a lot. I just don't think it's as exciting as it was when I first started reading it. Then we got Batgirl issue 13, Tate Bromble. Miyazawa is the artist, Bromble is the writer. She just needs to come back to Gotham. Cassandra needs to come back to Gotham. This is kind of repetitive having her go through this character development. She's already gone through it before. And the Bat family is her family and she needs that support system back. So bring her back to Gotham is what I say. And I'm kind of just sick of that arc because, as I said, bring her back. Then we have Batman Static Beyond. This is just the first issue. I shouldn't have this in this pile. I did enjoy the first issue, but I'm also kind of not up to date on Static and Batman Beyond stuff. I just realized I've only watched the TV shows and I've read the Static Compact, and that is all my knowledge I have on these guys. So I probably should read more of their runs, but I'm gonna keep picking this up because I love the art in this, and of course these two characters are so cool. Runaways issue number 5. I just have this in this pile because it ended. This was a mini series, One World Under Doom. Don't ask me what One World Under Doom is. I have no clue, but I did enjoy seeing these characters brought back to life. It makes me want to read Rainbow Rowell's run. I have the first volume of hers, and I was trying to collect all the volumes first before I started reading it. I like reading online, but I like reading physical format more, so I've been trying to collect those. But yeah, love seeing these characters come back to life, and would love to see another run of them in the future. Next is the Batman Deadpool crossover. This is, Grant Morrison did the main one, the Batman Deadpool crossover, obviously, and then Bruno Redondo, I have the variant cover for. My favorite crossover was a Tom Taylor one. Tom Taylor can write a good slice of life. I know people really hate like his full runs, and I understand because he kind of falls apart when he has a full run, but his slice of life stuff is so amazing. The other crossovers, very mediocre to me. But the main Batman and Deadpool story, like I said, I enjoyed it a lot more than the last one. I think Zeb Wells did the last one maybe, but I really like Grant Morrison's writing, so yeah, it was pretty good. The crossovers just let me down. And then DCKO issue number 2, Scott Snyder, Javi Fernandez. Scott Snyder, I got a bone to pick with you. I thought this was going to be a bracket style tournament. I know they did that for marketing reasons, but it's basically just a free-for-all. And not only is there a free-for-all, my winner got caught in that and is eliminated from the tournament. So now I'm just like, who am I going to root for? I guess Wonder Woman, but it's okay though. I do kind of wish they gave a little more, not screen time, just more time in general to the people that were eliminated. It kind of seemed a little disrespectful to just cut them off in like these one little tiny panels. Like some of, like, I'm not even joking. Like you had to like look around and you like randomly see someone get eliminated. And like you turn to the last page and you see like the tournament and like half these people are gone. You didn't even know they were gone. So I kind of wish they dedicated more of a bigger panel at least, or a page to the people that were eliminated. And then finally, Absolute Superman issue number 13. Jason Aaron is the writer, and then Rafa Sandoval is the artist. I love the art in this series. Jason Aaron though, I have a bone to pick with you because you need to move on from this Ra's al Ghul villain. Everyone else in the Absolute series, I feel like they have moved on to bigger and better things. We are still stuck on Ra's al Ghul. I love the characterization he has for Superman. I think he writes him beautifully. The idea that he grows up on Krypton, has a connection to his heritage, and he's witnessed oppressive regimes and what they do, how they silence people. So now he brings that belief over to Earth. I love that for him. And I love the fact that he feels so alien because he doesn't have a support system on Earth too. But the Ra's al Ghul villain, I'm just so sick of it. I don't know why. Like, it's just, it irritates me so much because I'm like, we have had 13 issues of this and everyone else has moved on but you. And I'm like, please move on from him. But maybe he's doing that on purpose. Like, it takes a long time to topple oppressive regimes, but I'm just, you could have picked anyone else other than Ra's al Ghul. So sorry if you are a Ra's al Ghul fan, but I'm done with him in that story. Next up, I have a pile of comics. These are going to be the ones that are really great to me, but they aren't like a perfect 5 out of 5. First up, Batman and Robin. This is by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and Fico Alcio does the artwork. This is issue 27. I love this issue so much because the Super Sons had a reunion in it, and I love it. And the fact that like Batman and Superman talk to each other about parenting advice, I just think that's really cool, and I love like when superheroes have friends, so I'm a sucker for that. Next up, I have Exquisite Corpses issues, issue 6 and 7. That's stupid. I'm sorry. But issues 6 and 7 of Exquisite Corpses, this series is turning up so good, and I'm so glad Lady Carolina is still alive in this. Which one grossed me out more? Oh, I think the one with the kid in it. The kid with the drone. Ooh, that was so nasty. It really freaked me out. And I was like, I don't think I can read a lot of horror comics, but I do enjoy this one. And again, one of the very few series that I read that is not like a superhero thing. I think only this and like Speed Racer. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League, issue 4, Greg Rucka. I love me some Greg Rucka. This is really fun. Wonder Woman cameo in this. And she's also in the next issue. And I completely forgot to pick it up last Wednesday, so I need to pick it up next week. So hopefully I remember, because I have been enjoying this a lot, and I love Nicola Scott's artistry in that. And then Absolute Green Lantern, issue number 8. Oh, I love this so much. Al Ewing, Janoy Lindsay. Seeing Joe and her ex-wife, why did I forget the ex-wife's name? I think her name's Cam. Seeing Joe and Cam's relationship, I loved it so much. And the fact that she was with Renee Montoya in this, I'm like, it's kind of a pairing I would love to see in the main line if Renee can never be with Batwoman again, because we saw what they did with them. And then I have G.I. Joe. This is issues 13 and 14, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Dreadnought War. As I said, they've been doing the 2 issues per month, and the first 2 issues with Duke and Cobra Commander were so good. And I cannot wait to read that 3rd one. I just love the Energon universe so much. That's another thing. Transformers and the Energon stuff. I need to catch up on Transformers though. I haven't read Robert Kirkman's run yet, but I read all of Daniel Warren Johnson's. Then I have issue number 3, Batman. This is Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. I love this, like, this take he's doing with the villains. I don't know, he's probably done it, like, in past Batman runs, not Matt Fraction specifically, but other writers, like, taking more of, like, the mental side of them and trying to rehabilitate and just go at it from a different angle other than, like, giving beatdowns, which I know, like, Batman isn't only meant to do, but I just have been enjoying it, like, the stuff he did with Killer Croc and talking about mental health and who's there for him to take over when he's struggling. So I've been really enjoying that take on this. Speed Racer, issue number 4. This is so good. My favorite thing coming out of indie comics right now. It's so cool. The art is amazing. David Pepos and Davide Tinto, writer and artist. Phenomenal. Then we got Night Fight. This is like a DCKO tie-in. Josh Williamson is the writer. Dan Moore is the artist. So good. Love seeing Nightwing in this one, if you know what I mean. Like, this was so good. Then I have issues 2 and 3 of Shredder by Dan Waters, and who does the artwork? Michelle Bandini does the artwork in this. This is just such a cool run. Like, he just, like, Shredder's just cool. Like, if that makes any sense, like, he's always, like, aura farming. Like, that's, like, the term I can only think of for him. And that's why I like following writers more so than characters, because I feel like you can just find, like, new characters you've never, like, even heard about. Like, I love Dan Waters' writing, so I tried this out, and now I have a new character. That's super cool, and I enjoy. Finally, I have 8 and 9 of Absolute Flash. This is by, oh my god, I forgot how to say his name again. It's either Jeff Lemire or Jeff Lemire. Someone please tell me. Nick Robles is back on the art for this one. Travis Moore was doing the stand-in art for this interlude. I'm so sorry I was hating on you, Absolute Flash. I didn't know any better. This is so good, guys. You should definitely pick up Absolute Flash. The pacing, I think the pacing is better in a trade. I don't know, I still kind of hate on the pacing in this. It was a little all over the place at first, but it has picked up now, and I've, like, genuinely, I look forward to this every month, and I'm super excited for the next issue, and I love Wally West so much. I love a kid that has the entire weight of the world on his shoulders, and I just love characters like that, and cannot wait for more. Okay, so sorry, my camera died, so now I'm filming on my phone. This is exactly what happened last time. I told you because I talked too much, and I had to keep recording. But this is the last pile. This is a pile of, like, the most exceptional comics I read in November. Bangers. 5 out of 5 plus. Like, these were so good. First one being The Absolute Batman. I know what you're saying. This came out in October. You just now read this. Yes. I love this so much. And I know this is crazy to say because, like, obviously, like, oh, she's a new gen. She just started reading this year. But Daniel Warren Johnson is, like, one of the best comic artists of all time. This is by Daniel Warren Johnson, and he does the writing and the art for this. And then Mike Spicer does the, what's it called? The coloring for him. And by the way, Mike Spicer and Daniel Warren Johnson together are, like, the most, like, dynamic, perfect duo ever. And they do a lot of the Transformers run together, and it's so beautiful. But he just draws, let me just show you guys some panels. I just love the way he draws, like, dynamic fight scenes, and he's just such a good writer, too. Like, I applaud people that can, like, write and do art at the same time, because I wish I could do that. I wish I was talented, but I'm not talented, and it's upsetting. Like, I love the dynamic paneling and the fight scenes. Like, it just looks so crazy. It's so cool. Like, are you joking? Like, the double pages, like, and the part with the tank. I don't know. I'm just like, I wish I even had a fraction of that. Like, it's so cool. But yeah, that was really good. And, you know, I love seeing people beat up oppressive and bigoted people and fight for a good cause. So it's that plus Daniel Warren Johnson on it. And I love his writing so much and his art. Then I have issues 4 and 5 of Captain America. This is by Chip Zdarsky, and Valerio Schiti does the artwork. Another Tron variant cover too. But this has been so amazing so far. This is like my new favorite thing in Marvel coming out. And with this run, I kind of wish they killed someone at the end of issue 5. Not because I hated them, but I think it would have been a lot more meaningful if they had killed him off at the end of this. And I kind of wish we had some more permanent deaths in comics. I feel like Alfred's a bad example of this, but I do kind of like how they double down and stayed with Alfred being dead. I wish he was still alive, but I think we need more moments like that in comics to just like have more impact. Because I feel like it doesn't have a lot of impact of like, oh, they have this near-death experience. Don't worry, they're going to come back and be alive. Oh, you think they're dead? They're going to come back. But I know like you can't do that for characters like as big as this. But the one character in the story that was near-death could have definitely died, and I think it would have had a great impact on the story. Other than that, I never thought I would love a Captain America run, but it's so good. He's redefining what it means to be Captain America, navigating a new America, a new world, and it's just super cool. Then I have my top 3 things from November. This really worked out that I did it this way. These are my top 3 reads of November. In 3rd place, I have Nightwing, issue 132. Dan Watters is the writer, Dexter Soy is the artist. Dexter Soy is leaving Nightwing, guys. He's not going to be doing the art for Nightwing anymore. It's so sad. I guess he's doing other projects now, but he was such a good Nightwing artist. Who do I want to come back on it? Honestly, someone said Dan Mora might be on it, but that's just a rumor. I would love Dan Mora on this. But he's also like overworked to death, so I feel bad for even like saying he needs to pick up another thing. But honestly, Bruno Redondo, put him back on the art. I wouldn't mind. But yeah, this villain is so cool. This is everything that Heartless needed to be in the Tom Taylor series. This villain is so threatening. The stakes are so high. And she's just overall so greatly tied to Nightwing, and I don't want to spoil anything. Like, look how good I'm being. I haven't spoiled a single thing so far in this entire reviews, which is a miracle, because last time I think I spoiled everything. But yeah, this villain is just so deeply connected and interlocked with like Nightwing's morals and history. It's so perfect for him, and it's great that like Nightwing has like another really cool villain to go off of, and cannot wait for the next issue. So sad Dexter Soy is leaving. In 2nd place though, Absolute Batman. This series, this is now my 2nd favorite Absolute title. You guys can guess what's the first one, but this is issue 14, right? Issue 14, Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta. Nick Dragotta and Scott Snyder are literally gonna go down as like one of the best Batman duos in my opinion. Also, look at the cover. I have to show some of the art in this one because it's just crazy. I'll just show this page. Oh my gosh, it's just so insane. The fight scenes were so crazy in this. Nick Dragotta is such a good artist, and Scott Snyder, I forgive you for killing off a lot of people in DCKO because this issue was so amazing. But this Abomination arc, like that's the arc I kind of wanted for Absolute Superman, because like the Abomination arc has just been so perfect. And also in comparison to like the Labyrinth arc in Wonder Woman was also really amazing. So I'm just like, why has Absolute Superman fallen so short in that capacity? But then, of course, my favorite read of November is going to be Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue 14 by Kelly Thompson, is the writer, of course. And then Matias Bergara did the 2 interlude issues for this one. 14 is the last interlude issue. Matias Bergara did a phenomenal job. Let me show you some of the art that Matias Bergara did because it was so beautiful. And there's also someone that shows up in this I'm not going to show, but like I would have loved for that to not be spoiled. I was kind of upset they spoiled that because that reveal would have been super cool, but there's some of the artwork inside, absolutely gorgeous. This interlude was so amazing, just like more in depth of like Diana's characterization of how she gives so much of herself, and it really goes more into like the mythological and magic side, which I love it so much, and I kind of hope that they do more with that in the mainline for Wonder Woman, because I don't know, it's just so cool to see her like deal with like mythological and magical things, and I feel like she should be doing more of that because she's literally from the Amazon island, so like that makes more sense than what's happening to her right now in the main line fighting rats. So, but the next issue I think is the Absolute Batman crossover. I cannot wait for that. I'm so excited. I don't know who's writing it. If it's either, if it's like a combination of Scott Snyder and Kelly Thompson, or if it's just like one person is writing one issue and the other person's writing the other one. I bet it's that one. But one last thing, I do have my TBR for the month of December. I have one book. It's a children's book because I'm like, I was supposed to read 12 new books this year, I have not read anywhere near that number. So I'm 3 chapters into this book called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. If I cannot finish this, something is terribly wrong with me. So I need to finish that. And I already read one of my December TBR things. I'll talk about it in another video. Superman Birthright. This was so good. But yeah, I read that. I have the first 2 volumes of Miles Morales by Brian Michael Bendis. These, I think I've had these since like January or very early in the year. So I definitely need to read these. This is Ultimate Spider-Man Run. Then I have Batman the Black Mirror. I got this more recently. This is Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla and Jock. It's a Dick Grayson Batman story. And then I have the first 2 volumes of the New 52 Justice League by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Need to read these. Last one is Wonder Woman Origins and Omens. This is like a collection of stories from 2007, 2009. I've been trying to read this for the past couple of months. I need to just finish it, so that's why it's on the list again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, so sorry that this is so many days late. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will have that posting schedule down probably once finals are finished. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever your heart desires. Again, I really appreciate you guys. Love everyone so much. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.